Hey guys, it's Erika. Welcome to part 2 of my first listen for Keys Good and Great, the second mini album. This part is including CoolAs and Mirror Mirror, and also my final album thoughts, or my final thoughts on the album. And then part 1 included Can't Say Goodbye, Toxicated, and Live Without You. Obviously not doing good and great because I already checked it out in the music video reaction, but I am so excited. I'm living for all of this album. It has like a very, because I did also first listen to Gasoline, the second album, and that one was absolutely fantastic. That had very like 80s retro-y type of vibe, but I feel like the sound that was kind of present throughout the K-pop concepts when they were doing the retro sounds, but for sure this one has a lot more of like a Western feel to it in terms of like the Western pop music that goes for those retro 80s types of feels. So yes, but I am so excited. This is a fantastic album. If you don't know, I do color-coded lyric videos for these first listens just so we can follow along together, kind of the best case scenario currently. If they're wrong, please don't kill the messenger. But yeah, let's not waste any more time, and I need more of this album, so let's get CoolAs. Yeah, kind of similar sounds. Oh, is it all in English? Ooh. Okay, vocals. Tell him you're serving lugs. Voice of an angel. Oh! Ah! Okay, Key. This is everything. This is, you know, there's certain key moments in like Shiny songs. This is one for the album. Ooh! For real? I like this song a lot because it's so different for him. Like, well, it's not like different vocally for him, but compared to the rest of the album, he definitely stands out. And Key rapper, we love Key rapper, rapper Key. That's a good one. That's a banger. The sound here kind of reminds me again of songs, Western songs from like the 2000s that kind of went for like a retro-y vibe or like an 80s vibe. Like, I feel this to be very space concept. Like, if he went back, did one of his video for this, I feel he'd be very space, very cosmic. But he's already done that concept, but that's where my brain would go. But that one's really good. That one's an all English song. I wasn't necessarily expecting one to be here. I don't always expect it from artists, because K-pop, Korean, you know what I mean? But he has a handful himself in terms of solo stuff, so it definitely makes sense. But I like that one. That one's funky. That one's good. That has, I think, the very just like key moments, because there's certain like Shiny songs, you know, when it just gets Key's part and you're just like, you know what I mean? Like for Hard, when he has the beginning of the last chorus, that is a moment. That is a moment. Or when rapper Key steps up to the plate, you know what I mean? But yes, the last song, I'm so sad. This was so good. It's a really, really good mini album. Mirror, Mirror. Ooh, I don't know. Is it gonna be a ballad? Are we going full pop and stuff? I don't really associate Key with ballads, but that doesn't mean he don't deliver on a ballad. So, yes, Mirror, Mirror, let's go. Maybe not a ballad, but for sure slower. Okay. This one is sort of like hypnotic, but in a way that's like going to sleep hypnotic. Not that it's making me sleepy, but I hope you know what I mean. Like a lullaby. I don't know, does that make sense? The beat. It's giving Man in the Mirror. Ooh. I don't know why. I did have a feeling it might be Man in the Mirror-esque. For Michael Jackson, obviously this one I'm talking about. And it's only lyrically. Does not sound very. They're two completely separate songs. But no, I think it's good to sort of like have these thoughts a little bit. Because I feel like we all do. No, I don't know. I said like nighttime lullaby because like this part right here kind of reminds me of like a baby. What's a baby's bed called? I forgot. But with the little thingy that comes down off of it with just like lights going around it, and it's just like very blue. But then there's like white starlights, you know, going around the room. Hope you know what I mean. But. Yeah, that's the sort of vibe it gives me, but I like it. I think this whole album is absolutely fantastic. I think it's very it's not like innovative for his sound, because again, I feel like he did this vibe with like Gasoline, but like I like how it doesn't sound exactly like how that album sounds, but still is pulling from those concepts that I feel like is very, very key. I like a retro vibe. I like an 80s vibe for Key in his style of music and just how he is as like a solo performer. I think it's fantastic. Good and Great doesn't necessarily follow that specifically, but these B-sides are so cool. So I like how they brought something completely fresh and new and different, because that album felt fresh and new and different. But for this one, for sure, it feels much more right now, like not like contemporary or just like trendy, but like there's a lot of elements in here that I associate with more how songs are produced these days versus kind of maybe like a retro sound. Retro concept is sort of stuff that was produced, you know, and I guess like the best way I can compare it is what I said before of like that his last album was just like the K-pop sound of like these retro concepts, and this one has like a lot more like a Western sound of those retro 80s concepts that pop. They can do a Lipa, girl. But so that's what it sounds like, and it makes sense because SM just goes to Western producers, and I'm sure even the last one was Western producers, but for sure this one here, it's a lot more in your face about it, if that makes sense, but not in a bad way. So I really, really loved it. I think it's fantastic. We got like everything you'd ever want from Key. I mean, Good and Great is fantastic. Can't Say Goodbye is that gets the body moving and grooving. Intoxicating, girl, Live Without You, I can't live without Key. CoolAs was the full English one that really gave us really not like interesting Key stuff vocally, but just like, because I feel like we've heard Key do all of that before, but it was really cool to get that for one song on the album. And then Mirror Mirror is really great. You know, I feel like we all have these thoughts, like you look in the mirror and you have these thoughts. It's just part of the human experience. But I really loved every single song on here. I think it's a fantastic album. I like what it does. I like how it feels like very familiar for Key, but again, something with just like a whole different sound. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it's amazing. I mean, the music video for Good and Great was amazing. All these songs are so amazing and so fascinating, and 100% completely stand out to everything else I react to. He does not follow any trends at all. He just very much always stays in his, not stays in his lane, but he always does what he does, and he does it so well, because there's not really, these sounds are not really the trend right now in K-pop at all, so it very much stands out compared to just like everything. And I'm not always super frequent with like first listens, and I'm not always reacting to every single thing, even though I do. But I did see that I've had this channel for like 5.5 years, and I have over 5,000 videos, so I am trying to like scale back on some things, like maybe like music video and dance practice, and not like doing a performance video, just because like, not that it's like, it's not too much for me to make these videos and upload and post or whatever, but like it's just a lot of content. And then I looked back on like other people who've been on YouTube for like 15 years, and it's like they don't have as many videos as I do, and who knows, maybe some they took down or whatever, but for sure, yeah, I was like, I think I need to scale back, and it's not necessarily focusing on quantity over quality. I feel like I always try and put out a good balance of both, but yeah, especially since I'm caught up now, which we will see how long that lasts. But absolutely fantastic mini album here. Good and Great. Yeah, no, that's what we're getting for sure. Good and Great. I think he has once again done it. My favorite songs, I think I'm leaning heavily towards Can't Say Goodbye and CoolAs, but I think they're all gonna end up in all my playlists. They are just so fantastic. The sound is so amazing, and I really love what he did with this, just because like also in terms of like the B-sides, nobody in like K-pop has, like when they were doing the retro stuff, nobody was doing this, so it's very unique, and I am so in love. Key, he's on it once again. Go to Pretty Thoughts and Some below to that about Keys. Good and Great, the second mini album. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go to hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or description down below, or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika Just Games. Currently playing Resident Evil 2. I hope you can join me over there for that, the remake. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. 하루